I'm all out of coffee, baby. All the coffee has been brewed off. It's all gone. And it's all spilled. And I can't find any more anywhere on planet Tatooine, planet Telboria, Jakku, any planet. Because look at right here. The Hot Toys Wizard nailed it once again. Not only are we getting the third sister and the Grand Inquisitor, but we're getting all four of these Inquisitors. Are you kidding me? And you have to wonder, is it possible, since the Hot Toys Wizard did in fact again get this right, that the Bespin Han, the Frog Lady, Bail Organa, Lobot, are all of those coming? Jar Jar Binks? As I said, I'm all out of coffee, but I do got some wizard juice. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this, baby. Right now. And welcome everybody to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at Six Scale Cantina. And wow, and wow, I am quite beside myself with this tease officially from Hot Toys for Star Wars. This has been an ongoing trend in 2022. If you go back after they released on April 13th that awesome DX25, they announced that on April 13th, the Luke Skywalker DX25, Bespin Luke, it has been absolutely sensational when it comes to announcements from Hot Toys for Star Wars. And remember, they totally blew us away. Knocked it out of the park on May 4th earlier this year with the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary releases at around midnight in Eastern, with the battle droid, with the two clone troopers, with R2-D2, with the die-cast C-3PO, and then right after that, 24 hours later, they put up a little banner that said, second wave of thrills is coming for the 20th anniversary. And then not too long after that, we spilled even more coffee. Talk about a coffee shortage this year. Wow. When they let us know that all the Clone Force 99, all of the Bad Batch are coming. That was another thing that they did. And remember what else they did, even going back on that, with the 20th anniversary releases. They went ahead and they teased Mace Windu with the battle droid. Then they let you know all of the Bad Batch are coming. Wow, I need to take a sip. And then with this market eclipse that is currently ongoing, some were starting to wonder if they were going to backtrack from that. But I said no, because they already knew that this market eclipse was coming. Hot Toys and Sideshow already knew that the requests on purchase orders were going to be way, way down, which is why you're getting those massive waves of announcements like we've been getting from Hot Toys. And as you could clearly see with this, this is a straight, direct indication that everything that they promised back in the spring and summer is 100% forthcoming, baby. Here it is right here. And it's what I have been talking about here at 6 Scale Cantina, soon to be Aries Cantina, for months and months and months. More and more robust, epic announcements, but less and less and less production volume on all of those announcements. Whether it's going to be a figure such as the Blurg, or even a figure like that DX27 Obi-Wan Kenobi, it doesn't matter. The future, in my view, and what I project for Hot Toys, and as they work with their official distributors, is pre-order. It's going to be more pre-order based than it is going to be, let's go ahead and pile on stock for the years to come and have it sit in warehouses. This is going to be a thing of the past. And I've spoken about this so many times. If this is the first time you're watching 6 Scale Cantina, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And then after you do, and I do appreciate your support for subscribing, go check out all the old videos where I've talked about this. Because it'll give you a plethora of information. Or you could go ahead and join the channel. Because I give so much heightened thoughts and expanded analysis. And we'll go over that a little bit later in the show. About my latest episode on Cantina Insiders for channel members that's up. It will absolutely blow your mind. It's entitled Stockless. Because that is where we are going. The money is in the pre-orders. And the money is also on when those figures first get released. And we're going to be diving into that a little bit more into this episode for sure. Look at that here. Look at this masterpiece. Look at how wonderful this picture is. And I tell you what, wow. I mean, just look at this crew right here. It is absolutely sensational looking. And boy, those other two Inquisitors are going to be so fracking hot. So fracking hot. Wow. And I'm really I'm digging both. But I tell you what, the female Inquisitor just looks so bad arse. She really, really does. It looks awesome. Wow, what a great job. The other Inquisitor, they're going all in. And this is also proof to show, without a shadow of a doubt, that lower production numbers are the way of the future. And the reason I'm saying that is because they're not going to be making as many of both of those other Inquisitors as they would the Armorer, the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, some of those other characters, Cobb Vanth. They just wouldn't. These are going to be very, very low production runs. As will Cobb Vanth. As will the DX27 Obi-Wan, the DX28 Darth Vader. And look, I spoke about this in my Insiders video, but I'll give you a little bit of a tease. It doesn't matter the conventional thinking, well, they got to keep Darth Vaders in stock. What about new collectors that get it? Look, I will tell you right now, Obi-Wan Kenobi, DX27, was number one. Number two was number two because the Vader came out for weeks and weeks and weeks. It was wow. And then all of a sudden, from being up there so long, which typically happens, it's not even in the top 25 anymore when you sort it out best-selling wise. Because everybody who's going to pre-order it at that point already has. Now, certainly there will be a boost, and there will be those who didn't pre-order it, okay, and using particularly Sideshow as an example, sorting it out best-selling wise, that will order it once the final production photos come out, sure. But it's not going to be at the magnitude of when it first gets announced. And even though there are droves of new fans coming into Star Wars because of Mickey Mouse, Grogu, and The Mandalorian, and on top of that, many of those fans discover it Hot Toys for the very first time, it's still not massive enough to be able to keep that much extra stock in an economy such as this right now. Okay? So what is going to happen is, goes up on pre-order, they get that initial boost, they're going to have so much, and they're going to anticipate that's going to get pre-ordered after the final production photos, or when the final production is, and then that will be it. But why would they lose out on money from other Darth Vaders, or Obi-Wan Kenobis, or other Inquisitors? Believe me, baby, they won't be. Because you have to wonder, is it possible that they will just continue to 2.0 and 2.5 and 2.75 and 3.0 and 3.25 and 3.5 and 3.75 and 4.0, all of these figures? And I say, yes. One way or another, after a fashion, in somehow. Really, if you think about it, that awesome looking Cobb Vanth, in a way, is a 2.0. It's the Boba Fett armor being used again. Sure, it's a different head sculpt, and it has some different fabric. But come on. They're clearly showing exactly what they're going to be doing. But I'm telling you right now, I am so frickin' excited over these figures. These are the type of announcements I want as a Star Wars fan from Hot Toys. It's everything I've ever dreamed about from Hot Toys, and everything that I have been spilling my coffee with you on ever since I started this channel. So you have to wonder, when I've talked about Jar Jar Binks, and I've talked about Lobot, and I've talked about General Veers, and I've talked about Admiral Piet, and I've talked about the Bespin Han, the Hoth Han, the Hoth Luke, a Tauntaun, the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, 1/6 scale version with the head sculpt. When I talked about Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Yaddle, Ayla Secura, Shakti, Luminara Unduli, Asajj Ventress, Savage Opress. Come on. If they're giving you these other two Inquisitors, you could bet your arse that all of those figures I mentioned are forthcoming. And no, you're not going to have to wait 5 years or 6 years. Not at all. What have I been telling you? Lower production numbers, far more what? Announcements. Cobb Vanth equals number 20 for Star Wars in 2023. And when both of these get officially announced over the next few weeks and during the month of October, that's going to be 21 and 22. And then when you get a few other absolutely shocking announcements from Hot Toys to Star Wars, it's going to equal 23, 24, and 25. And yes, it'll have the window of July 2023 to December 2023 or October 2023 to March 2024. They'll all be counted as 2023 forthcoming releases from Hot Toys for Star Wars. And I've been telling you that for quite some time, that you could expect at least over 20 and probably more around 25, but could possibly be 30 for Star Wars in 2023. And Cobb Vanth is number 20. But my, oh my, I could not be more excited for sure. I am just blown out of the water, baby. Absolutely blown out of the water. And I'm still so blown away by this. That first tease from earlier this week, and then what did this wind up happening to hours later? An official announcement from Hot Toys for Star Wars. And I'm just going, I went over this with the panel, and what a great panel we had on Monday Night Raw. But I'm telling you that this head sculpt, in my opinion, is an absolute masterpiece. As are all the head sculpts that come from Hot Toys. And absolutely, in the toy world, in the toy collecting community, they are just unmatched at all. And I'm talking specifically just about toys that are out there. And just look at that right now. I mean, absolutely. Look at that spotchka. They must have been watching Aries Cantina here. Looks just sensational. Look at that. Body looks perfect. He looks, just absolutely stunning. Look at that. So worth the wait. So worth the wait. Wow, what a likeness of Timothy Oliphant. Absolutely out of this world. Looking at this right here. Look at that. Just look at that, my friends. Pfft. Wow. I mean, goodness gracious. And I understand about the price. We were talking about that with the panel. $300 is kind of steep, isn't it? For a figure. But listen, they've been giving us clues about these type of prices. You could look at Mighty Thor. What is it? $305. It's actually $5 less than this, and this comes with more. And to me, this isn't that far away, honestly, from the Jango Fett. Jango Fett was what, $285? This is $300. It's $15 more. And honestly, we get a little more with Jango. I mean, we get quite a lot here. We get quite a lot here. You get the head sculpt. You get the jetpack. You get the helmet. You get the cool base. That cool base. It's different. You get Spotchka. Couple of guns. Yeah, you get a little bit more. But not really that much more. It's nice. But let me tell you what's going on here. It is $300, and it is shocking a lot of people. The reason it's not shocking me, although I'd rather it be less expensive, of course. You're in the middle of an economic, it's not very good economically globally right now. Okay, it's not a good economy. There's a lot of inflation going on right now as well, and this is the way of things. They've been keeping their prices, especially on the Star Wars pieces, pretty good. But I think now you're going to start to see that these prices come up a little bit to where they are. Have you went to go try and price milk lately? or gasoline or mayonnaise or something else. Lots of things are going up. And make no mistake about it, it was only a matter of time before these collectibles were also going to go up as well. So, but as far as the figure goes, wow. But my take on it, I'm actually a little surprised it's not actually going up even a little bit more from what this is. So, for me, I'll take it. For me, I'll take it. Look at this. So just showing you this in this episode. Yeah, there it is. The Fett blogger photos came up on the Hot Toys Facebook page. Wow. Didn't get echo yet, at least of this recording. But you did get the blogger photos. And I hate to say, I mean, these look, I mean, I'm just looking at them for the first time now. I don't care at this point. Because I've already seen everybody's pictures and stuff on it. It was a nice change. And you have to wonder, are they going to continue to do it this way with so many releases? Or with certain ones that are very popular here in the US? And I say, yes. This figure looks great. But, you know, here are these photos. Anybody who is going to rush to get it here in the United States already is probably getting it from U.S. Retailers. Some are going to get it from other places, just like there's people where this gets released in Hong Kong for whatever reason they wait to buy it from the U.S. Everyone, whatever floats your boat. But for the most part, like I told you earlier in the show, this head sculpt is just unbelievable. I mean, Hot Toys is just unbelievable. When you take a look at some of these here, blowing that up for you. Just absolutely stunning. Look at these poses. Cannot wait to put Fennec. Cannot wait to put Fennec with this for sure. I mean, this looks like a shot from the film. That is just scary. That's just scary good. Scary good. Yep, this is going to be... You're going to be seeing this with many more figures where it gets released here first, so that Sideshow is able to sell a lot of the stock above the pre-orders that they were going to get. And I believe that this is the way of the future. If you want to know more about it, you can go ahead, as I put this up on the screen, and go to 6scalecantina.com. If you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has all the latest information on Star Wars, Hot Toys, the market trends in the secondary market, and the primary market news. So absolutely go ahead and bookmark that. But if you want some insight, as I was teasing earlier, if you join the channel and become an official Cantina Insider, look at the latest episode here. I'm putting it up on the screen. And you go to this little yellow highlighted item on the home page, and it gives you a bunch of banners and shows you what you could get as a Cantina Insider. Crazy unboxings. You got my pleather cracking and collecting climate control tips. All kinds of very interesting shows, and of course live shows, expanded analysis. Let me go ahead and blow this up a little bit for you here, so you could see the banner I'm talking about, though. Let's see if I can move this over for you. Here that is on the screen. Move it over a little bit more. There we go. So right there is the latest episode just uploaded for Cantina Insiders. Stockless for the Blurg, stockless for Quill, stockless for some of these other figures. And I say, go ahead and become a Cantina Insider if you want to learn more. I do a deep dive into what I think is going on over here, and I so very much appreciate your support for sure. And don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button. And don't forget to also subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to catch 6 Scale Cantina, Aries Cantina, here live this coming Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We will have a full panel in the house for Cantina Live. And then also, don't forget, every Monday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, it is Monday Night Raw. And what you gonna do when the Dark Jedi goes Monday night and Raw on you? What you gonna do? I gotta go find some new coffee, some more coffee, because of these Inquisitors. We're gonna have to keep an eye on Hot Toys over the next month or so, because I think we are going to spill tons. I don't always buy Wizard Juice out, but when I do, I buy it from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Question.